Hello? Hello? Oh, that's a new follower. Oh, yes. Excellent. It is... What day is it? Friday. Friday. Hey, it's Friday. Friday afternoon stream. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking at that screen. Hey! we're gonna finish that shield. Sorian, I see you. I see your explosions. I see you still have not found the Easter egg I have hidden in the chats for you. You finished a single Space Marine, clocking at about 10 hours total spent. Well, I can't wait to see it then. 10 hours. Jeez. I mean, you're starting to get in my territory. Yeah, only average of 30 hours per solo intercessor. It's fine. Aha! Yeah, I had some fun with that one. I was like, how can I still make it kind of an explosion and as, like, cheeky as possible at the same time? I gotta get the zoom way in. Is that a good place to... Oh, hey, spider. Actually, I had dreams about spiders last night, but they were much bigger than you, so you can go ahead and figure out where you're going. Check out my desk. Probably just want to continue going to the left as you were. Oh, you turned around. Okay. Oh, and you don't like the shadows. Shadows really freak you out. Okay, anyway. Anyways, gives me a second. I'll sense the Discord sounds. Cool. Alright, so we are finishing this shield. It is almost done. Most of the work is gotta be done on the back. But it's mostly just the white. So there's black around the handle and palm, which will be first. Kill it? No, spiders are our friends. Spiders eat all the pests, like the flies. Which, man, in the early summer, the flies. There's so many different things there. Oh, I think we have it. Oh, here we go. Let's get to see. Oh, here we go. This is, oh, this is that, Death Guard we were looking at before, I think. Yes. Alright, hold on. I'm popping up the images. Gonna take a look at this Death Guard that I mistook for being a Black Legion. The other day. A number of days ago. And you set on? Not the right thing. Now you set on the right thing. Aha! Alright. This is looking pretty cool. It's a lot more green. I see you took the tarnish on the metal pretty hardcore. It's getting there. Yeah, it's getting there. I still like the cloak. I think the cloak came out pretty good. Yeah, we need to get to some smaller... Oh, the hair. I just saw the hair. That hair effect's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go through all the picks before we start breaking some stuff down. This is cool. I like the pauldron here. I like the skull being bone and the bloody teeth. It looks like he like slathered it on there just to like make a point. It actually looks pretty nice from the back. Not gonna lie, like the legs are pretty good. I like how you painted the eye. Oh, that's cool. It's like Soul Edge from Soul Calibur. Actually, I never dropped a single drop of green. How does it look so much more green then? Did you just like rub paint off then, or? I don't know. It looks way more green. Oh, this skull's got going on too. Cool deal. Yeah, we need, I think your art direction's really cool. We just need to clean up your painting technique, and then I think you guys will look absolutely awesome. It's still, I don't know how you get so like rough. Are you thinning your paints at least a little bit and then doing a couple coats? It's like a lot of time the paint will get smoothed out a lot. I used an interior detail paint kit and used to make it shiny. Okay. So it's got like a gloss. Oh yeah, it does have like a gloss on it. It makes it look like more metallic, which kind of works. Yeah, I mean the bone, I noticed the sheen on the bone, that looks a little weird. Looks a little fleshy now. I don't like it. Makes me uncomfortable. I think this is pretty cool. Like I said, the art direction's good. You just need to help you clean up the techniques themselves. So like, for example here, it looked like you're trying to make it black and then the gray got all over it. Smaller brushes, I'm kind of thinking, might be the big thing you need. Yeah. Alright, let's get to painting this where it's dark. I enjoyed that guy though. Girls are to look as if they grow out of his shoulder pads. Oh, that's why they're shiny. It's literally because they are doing biological things. Oh no. Yes. Okay, so as I was saying, what we're gonna do with the shield is we're gonna do the black inside the hand first and get that entirely done. So black, Dawnstone, Null Oil. Then we're gonna clean up all the white on both sides. Do all the white on both sides, and then Null Oil the brass and the silver on the wires. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I put silver on the wiring. And when all that's done, the final touch is we're gonna take this fluorescent green paint, or pretty close to fluorescent anyway. It effectively glows. That or maybe a Hex-Rays flame. Probably the other one, because the other one's brighter, I'm thinking. And we're just gonna dab just a little bit, really watered down, on each of the peg things for energy glow. And then whatever cleanup is left after that, it's probably going to be doing a bit more to the red because it keeps rubbing off as I paint it, if I had to guess. And otherwise, yeah, then we're done. Yeah, okay, so let's get started. How's everyone doing? It is Friday. It is the week. It's gonna be the weekend pretty soon. I'm excited. I'm excited for the weekend. I need to moisten my palette because I did not paint at all yesterday. Heresy, I know. Instead, did a grocery run and then worked on this massive photo shoot of all of my painted Raven Guard. There's technically a caveat to that because the Hellblasters had so many problems with their decals because I wasn't using Microsol yet, that I'm actually going to pull those back and fix those before taking their picks. But when everything's said and done, the idea is I'll have about 300 new high quality photos of a Raven Guard with the white background, with the new watermark. And I have a number of ideas for using that, some of which are going to be a surprise for you guys. So watch for that. Something cool is going to be happening. So I've taken all the pics. Later I'll be doing the visual editing. So you guys can see all the fine little details on them. And yeah, so I'm taking Abaddon Black, using my usual size 0 Pro Monument Hobbies Pro Sable brush that I use for basically everything because the size 1 is jacked, so that's my fault. I haven't got a new one yet. Gonna get up in here. Sure, made cream. So this wire is like right where I put my elbow. There we go. Comfort. Is this actually... actually part of the poem, or is this... Oh yeah, there it is. I see that. Kind of see, but there is like a there of where it starts. Yeah. Here's the big question. Is Former going to be in the chat today, and are we going to continue the giant or Space Marines a waste of resources debate we were having all last night? My cousin, the owner of Cat Space Marine Squad, has already commissioned me to do a Raptor Squad too. Wow, look at you go. Nice. How much you charging him? I would say for Raptor Squad, his soul and his first bolt. I think that seems appropriate. $3.99. Yeah, fair enough. He's family? Yeah, well. I have learned, especially on family, there needs to be stipulations and limitations, else things can get wonky. I actually, this weekend, I'm going to be working on a similar family commission where my sister is starting her own business as a nutrition consultant. And she commissioned me to draw up her brand icon. Her branding, and the stipulation I had on that was, okay, I will do this for free, but it will be on my time, as I'm able to. If you want it within a certain amount of time, then we're gonna have to talk about some money, because that's going to be cutting into other ways I'm making it. Because something about me, I am almost always working on something. Like, if I have a good deal of energy, I am probably working on some kind of project. Like, a lot of this weekend is actually going to be researching a new... I don't know what to categorize it. A new investment opportunity I'm going to be researching. That is actually quite within my grasp. I just have to iron out a few technical details, and I'll be researching how to iron it out. So I'll be doing the drawing thing for her, which is going to be in that new app I got for the paint streams. And yes, my laptop is charging. Should be charged fully by now. It's only been 4 days. Yeah, it's about that amount of time. And researching the other thing. And maybe if I get around to a little bit gaming, a little bit of Raven Guard. Probably put the infiltrators back a little bit while I fix the Hellblasters so they can get photos. Painting is fun for me. I've just got a large amount of paint, so anyone with the people I know get their gets paid free. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Just, I gotta pay my bills. And I don't have, nor do I want, like a regular job. Or, you know, quote-unquote job security, which I think is a myth anyway. And I can explain that. I'd rather have control over my time and use a lot of that time for making money, because then I can determine how I'm gonna make money and how much I'm gonna make. So like this, for example, is one of my less scalable projects, honestly. I gotta clean up all the Army painter, matte white, let's go. So be going for a while. It just so happens that this is one of the things that I have a skill high enough that I can charge a bit of money for it. Actually, who was that a little while ago? Was that you that I completely blew away with my pricing structure? Who was that? I know it was one of our younger community members. You have a community now? I'm not sure. When do you determine it's a community? How big does it have to be? We'll get some airbrush form improver available. And just thin and obeying. Still going to smear just a little bit, it always does. So we got bits here I caught while doing the black lining. Whoop. That was you. One whose brain was killed off from the pricing. Yeah. Well, as we determined, you also don't have the real world experience of bills yet. Like, I hope this never happens to you, but I'd imagine you've not had the experience of not making enough money, so you had to really reduce the number of meals you ate a day because you really did not have the food. Actually, all that's going to be hit by the highlighting, so I'm going to focus more on this crazy smear down here. Hey, Venom! I know some person in the world and no, never been to that point, hopefully never will. Yeah, like I said, I hope you never will. It's just, that's a reality that, you know, people, especially self-employed people, have to contend with. I have to ensure that my time is being used well enough that I get to eat next week. That I can pay my rent. Or my various business expenses that I pay monthly to be allowed to continue doing stuff like this. Music is really loud. Oh, it is really loud. Why is it so loud? I don't know why I was up that high. I have no memory of singing that high. Oh, hopefully that's better. It's drowning me out? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why it was like 10 decibels higher than I normally set it to. I wonder what forced the switch. Yeah, because that wasn't me. Oh, fascinating. Okay. Sup, guys? How'd you do? Oh, that spider's back. It's hanging out on my, napkin. Just hanging out, I guess. Alright. Just checking on my desk earlier, and then I kind of lost track of him. I guess now he's sitting next to my rinse water. Oh yeah, I smeared a bunch of... Don't like it. What's up, guys? I was just talking to Sorian about, why it seems to him my prices are so high. Again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of this. You know what? That's probably, more of that's probably gonna happen, so I'm just gonna leave that alone for now and focus on the light. Yeah, what masterpiece are you working on now, Dylan? You had arachnophobia? I suppose you could say I have arachnophilia then. I have always been all about spiders. I find spiders fascinating. It also helps that I live in a region where there is no real, like, dangerous spiders. Nothing here is actually gonna, like, act, like, legitimately harm. Worst you're gonna get is a very, very, very rare wolf spider, which will hurt and might swell. The prices are really high? Not really. It's just Saurian's still a kid. That's why my price blew his mind. He's what, 17 or 18, and he's only ever worked a part-time job as a lifeguard. So he has yet to see real-world pricing. Yeah, right. Yeah. I keep going to fix the sides. The sides are going to get fixed by highlighting. I gotta stop doing that. You get the skin decomposed called brown recluse and black. Yeah, okay. So you have a good reason to be concerned about spiders because in case you misidentify. Although I feel like both of those are pretty hard to misidentify. To be fair, I'm doing some quicker work right now. I need to get mentally ready before I go 100 hours or more into me. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, see, this little guy I know is not dangerous in the slightest. He's just a dude looking for some probably a good place to set up camp. Which he should really be looking at my various mic and camera arms. Real good spot for him. Unless you're a wanderer. Are you an active hunter, dude? Maybe, because you keep wandering around these open spaces, kind of bizarrely. Well, let's see if I can paint a real masterwork this time after the practice run. Makes sense, Ruckus was showing off your orc the other day. I've been showing off his orc all over the place, actually. A bunch of private combos. Be like, hey, you want to see this guy that completely, like, dunks on me that came in my stream the other week? Boom. And people are like, that's bonkers. See, I say that's high because of what's being painted since I'm only there for very basic playing straight, playing instead of show off, which has 2. Right, and I do have tier 1, which is specifically for that, which is, you know, quite cheap. It's just I would require you to send like a bulk order, so that's enough money for me to be worth going through all of like negotiation, the shipping hassle, and you know, all the other crap, all the stuff that surrounds the painting. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, tier 1 just basically block colors for tournament, right? A lot of that stuff I handle with an airbrush. It's very quick. Airbrushing, washing, dry brushing, I can knock that stuff out real fast. So yeah, that's pretty cheap. It just needs to be in a bulk order. Because it's a lot of additional hassle that goes with, you know, painting a mini that comes from an entirely different state or country. I was making very few mistakes, and I started cleaning up this white, and I'm just throwing it everywhere. I need to focus on the areas that are not going to get fixed by highlighting. Not doing that. Made a lot of mistakes. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, This is white and red. You see all of the mistakes. This also is not my mini. This is a commission. How life is mistakes. You're good. I am a mistake? No, I'm joking. I'm pretty sure I was on purpose. In which case, I have even more questions. Man, I am off it today. Ironically, I was way more tired Wednesday, and I was way more, like, careful. Is there a legitimate paint style you could develop? Kind of like Drunken Master in martial arts, where the entire thing is mistakes but comes out looking actually good. Is that a thing we can brainstorm? I suppose that's kind of what dry brushing is, right? Then it's all highlight and dry brush. That. Do an oil pre-glaze. Maybe. I don't use oils that much, like hardly at all. Oil pre-glaze and then dry brush. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's all of the back. Now to clean up front. It takes practice to make it look okay. Right. Or some grimdark heavy weathering pattern smashes all this on. Dude, I saw an amazing mini that was done with almost entirely just texture paint. It was like a super war weathered Chaos Space Marine. And that guy was like literally 70% texture paints. Like he had just crawled out of the mud because he was made of mud. Here's the Sandman. What's hilarious is that was a Facebook post of the guy's friend, and the guy did it. That was his first mini, and everyone was like, how is it this guy had such an amazing first mini? It's so good. Throw my brushes away. Yeah. And then, like, the name of the guy was posted, so I did a quick search. The dude's been an artist for, like, comic books and album covers and merchandise in, like, the heavy metal, death metal genre for, like, 20 years. It's like, of course his first mini was amazing. He's been a professional artist for 2 decades. Actually, kind of reminds me. I don't remember what happened to him, but I remember a little while back in my local game store Discord, we had a new guy come in, and he was like, "Yeah, so I want to learn about you guys' painting, because I'm getting into the hobby." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. Like, so, what do you know about art right now?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm literally an art teacher." I'm like, "All right, let's go." And I just dropped like 10 solid paragraphs of like every bit of all the basics, all of it, equipment, techniques, paints, terminology. And then I made the LGS owner like pin it, so I didn't have to ever type all that crap again. I'm also quite new at main painting, but I have a lot of training to the arts. Oh, not quite fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's oh yeah, no, it is pinned in that Discord, so I could post it over in hours. That's actually a really good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Actually, if you give me a minute, if you find patient people on the internet, I know it's not how the internet works, but if you give me a minute, I could throw that into resources. Where would this be? Oh, I gotta remember what, aha. Oh, it was a lot more than 10 paragraphs. I was like, okay, wow. Prepare thyself. This might have to be multiple messages. Oh yeah, I am nearly 10,000 characters larger than Discord allows. Let me back on that. Oh, let me pull back on that a lot. Oh! Man, I must have spent like a half hour writing this. Good lord. Nope, I still need more. Maybe from this one. It big. This is... Oh wait, what's this? Oh, where'd it go? Why is it attaching up? Alright. I need to get Nitro again, so I can do these ginormous posts. Okay, I'm gonna do this section by section then. That's how I'm gonna. Oh, that's literally a line at the bottom of text. More in the next message. My Nitro ran out, so I'm capped on message length. Make a PDF out of it. That's not a bad idea. I'll have to do that later then. I'll just post this in here for now, and I'll make a PDF of it later. We're getting there. We're Okay. Alright. It's all there. Oh yeah, it's in progress. I don't... Okay. Are we back? I think we're back. Okay. Yeah, it's in there in the resources channel in the Discord. That was a lot of text. That was something like 15,000 characters right there. Alright, moving on. Back to painting. Who's still with me? Are people still with me? I feel like everyone left in the middle of that ad break. Where are we at? Still cleaning light. Nice. Glad you liked it. Covers a lot of the basics with some direction as to, you know, where to look to advance, you know, if you were more of a beginner. But I had, you know, some basic artistic knowledge. Interesting to your approach, so different from my painting style. It makes it cool to read. Yeah, I think I kind of noticed that on the York thing you did. Your general art direction seems a lot more smooth in color transitions than mine. I don't mean like blending, I mean like the difference between shadows and lights. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but blend a lot. Yeah, I wasn't even necessarily mean a blending, I mean like your differences between lights and darks. I could be wrong on that, but that's just something I noticed. Oh, for an update, because I don't think you've seen it yet. This is where the guy we're working on currently sits, which I am quite proud of how this guy's coming along. Yeah, I gotta remember at some point I gotta turn that guy into a bone tutorial. I think it's due to me right now using washes a lot on those pieces. Yeah, that's fair. Actually, yeah, now you mention it, I wouldn't be able to pinpoint a lot of places where I thought wash was actually used, as opposed to blending, like you said. I'm trying to use blending more, honestly. Part of it's that this commission doesn't have a lot of space for blending. Like, I did blending on his robe, as you can probably tell. It wasn't the smoothest blend job ever, but works pretty well, I think. That was just blended between Corn Red and Wild Rider Red, and then an ink top coat. Oh yeah, actually no, it's Corn Red, full non-oil wash, and then build up of the Wild Rider Red blended with Corn Red. And then an ink top coat. All shadows are pans, so it's quite smooth. Yeah. Which makes it look extremely good. It makes it really stand out. It's also why I like, and I'm a big fan of hue contrast. Yeah, that's totally fair. I think it's because my army, my personal army, is Raven Guard, so it's all black, so I learned to really appreciate hard contrast between lights and darks, because it makes everything stand out so much more, you know? If we zoom in on the blade, that got roughed up at some point. Anyway, this model has seen some use. And more than a little lint. I gotta get a top display case. It's a thing. Yeah, I've been looking at some videos about stuff using colors for the shadows. Though I saw some different ways of applying that, and I've actually been playing around with doing something like that with a personal project that's kind of on hiatus right now for different reasons. But it was something I was looking at. I think we're ready to get into the shading of this. So for reference, the shading on the white scars is part of the heavy metal recipe I was given as part of this commission, so I have to stick to it. This is starting with an apothecary white contrast, decent shade, which I'm mostly going to be using on stuff that connects to the white. Mostly the larger stuff that casts a little bit more of a shadow. Same with white, my black and white are still quite saturated. That makes sense. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. They're all colored. There's no stark whites really. It's all off whites. It's all creams and grays. Mainly use my pure black paint for desaturation of colors when color mixing and for clean black lines to break parts up like parts of armor with freehand. Right. Yeah, I think overall that entire scheme is something I'll be playing with a lot more probably in the new year when this commission is done. Because I'm thinking this commission will probably be done around about Christmas time. And then, unless I have another commission, it'll be back to painting my own guys and doing whatever I want. And I've kind of feel like I've mastered the sharp, hard contrast approach and do want to try something new. And color contrast was kind of the next thing I was looking at a lot. That non-metallic metal, I still struggle with non-metallic metal. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it, but because I'm not doing, I think I was out of frame for a lot. I have a crap load of opportunity to mess with it. I haven't really been practicing it much, so I think that's part of why I'm struggling. If we get to, I mean, it will be today, but if we get to in this stream, I plan on doing something kind of non-metallic metal adjacent on this guy's sword when I get there. Ironically, I feel like doing the blue power fields is kind of how I've learned the basics on non-metallic metal. It's kind of just, best I can tell, it's kind of a lot of the same thing, just with grays and, oh, grays. But almost never for pink shows black, as then you lose a lot of options color compromise wise. Black is the darkest you can go. Anyway, I also paint really slow. All my techniques not that great for quicker commission speed paints. My quickest mirror is 5 hours, and I really tried to rush that. Yeah, no, I totally hear that. My commissions would normally be a lot quicker than this too, except like I said, this is the recipe out that was part of the commission. A better example would be like this Necron thing I did for a charity last fall, actually about this time. I did the entire Necron Start Collecting box, opening box and taking pictures in 9 days because I used a combination of airbrushing, washes, dry brushing, and some OSL effects to make it pop out. That's something more in line with what I do for like the average, like a tier 2 commission kind of deal. And I actually, some of that time was lost in trying a couple things out. I could probably knock that down to 6 days. I could probably do that entire box within a week with that scheme. Actually, a decent chance I might be doing some because it's a local up with that army. Yeah, if you didn't go complex techniques, it wouldn't make much sense. Right, unless they want it specifically, but then you make them pay out the nose for it. Because, like, it's a lot of time. That's the biggest thing that has to be factored in to a commission pricing scheme is the time. Which I learned the hard way with this commission because I did not understand the scope of what was being asked of me. So I got super underpaid on this one. But now I know. I've learned. I know the value of my time now. I've spent over a year learning it. Granted, this did not need to take a year. It was also because I was juggling with other contracts for my other business. There were actually several months that I didn't even touch a white scar. That's part of why I took on calendar that long. I would like to get back into commission as well. Just not much time. Yeah, that's fair. Sup, Gosu? What's up with me? It's Friday. I'm excited for Friday. Gonna have my ice cream treat tonight. Excited for that. For reference, for anyone who doesn't know about the ice cream thing, I've been on like a super clean diet for almost the entirety of this year, and I just got under 130 pounds. I'm only 5'5" for reference. So to celebrate that, I actually bought myself some appropriate ice cream the other day, yesterday, and I still wasn't gonna have it until I got to the end of the week and continued to stick to my workouts and everything. Didn't want to potentially mess it up in case the ice cream does something weird, because I've not had that much sugar in like 9 months. You're 130 pounds. Yeah, I'm only 5'5" and built small, so yeah, 130. You'll probably hit 115, 120 before it starts flipping around again because of the muscle build, because muscle weighs more than fat. Not much gonna streaming, except Up and Ray was gonna start streaming right now, but my heartburn came out of nowhere. Oof. Heartburn would take me out too, nothing like grasp me chest half the stream. What's the goal? Well, the goal before was to get rid of my gut that I got over the course of COVID in a pretty toxic relationship. That's gone. When I moved back in with my parents, breaking up from that relationship last summer, last summer. Last July, I weighed 160, and I had a pretty decent gut from it. I've since dropped, I was 164. So I've dropped now that I'm 129, I've dropped 35 pounds. Now the goal is, since that I've got the momentum going, and I'm liking the fact I'm getting some definition, my next goal is just straight up, let's get a 6-pack, because screw it. I now don't look/feel gross. Now I want to look great. Because I'm an ambitious type. So I suppose a recognizable 6-pack at rest would be my current goal. £130 quite light now. Yeah, no, I'm a featherweight. I am literally in like normal female weight categories at this point. Let's see, how many kilograms is that? Pound to kg. 58.9 kilograms is 130 pounds. So I'm actually slightly under that. So I'm at I'm at about 58 kilograms right now. 160 pounds wouldn't be bad if I had like a really like noticeable gut on my otherwise petite frame. Like I can't even say I'm built light. I am literally petite. I am petite and short. I am a small dude. So yeah, that's so yeah, now that the gut's gone, definitely don't have a gut anymore. Now the goal is 6-pack. Like I just straight up like screw it. May as well. I'm already doing a lot of core workouts. Let's just keep pumping it up. Feels good. Feels like I'm going somewhere with it. My diet's super clean, so like, you know, generally speaking, I have a lot of energy unless I'm in hard work crunch like I was the last couple weeks, which is why I was on stream a lot being like, I'm exhausted. Yeah, because I was working like 13, 14-hour days every day. But yeah, besides that, I have, you know, pretty good energy. I don't have a lot of like body pains or soreness and stuff, which for 28 these days seems to be pretty good. I seem to be ahead of the curve on that. I've even found a way to make my meals taste pretty good for being like nothing but, I mean, actually, okay, it wasn't that hard because most of my diet is straight up like protein, fresh fruits and veggies. Like it's very simple. Just eat like food, real food. Oh yeah, no, I eat tons of protein. It's just literally I am just that small. I don't think you realize how tiny I am. 5 foot. Oh, you're in metric system, so me saying I'm 5'5" doesn't mean anything to you. Let me see what hold on. Feet to meters. So 5.5. I am 1.6 meters. I'm not half a meter, Gosu. Jeez, a halfling. I'm a halfling. No. I'm 1.6 meters. It looks like. Half a meter. You know, half a meter is like a foot and a half, right, Venom? or not Venom, Gosu. Half a meter would be concerning. Yeah, I am literally a dwarf. No. Half meter's like roughly 3 feet. So like, yeah, I'm not a foot and a half. There are 40k weapons with a longer range than a foot and a half. Or not, or like, no, well, yeah, no, obviously, no, what I mean is that there are 40k weapons with ranges longer than I am tall, which is hilarious. Oh, hey, Samurai. Also, welcome, Lonely Dinosaur. Yeah, I'm getting all confused by all the numbers being thrown out. Okay, for English people, or not English, Americans. For Americans, I am 5'5". For metric people, everyone else, basically, I am 1.6 meters. So 130 pounds, or did I say 58 kilograms? Yeah, it makes sense for being built petite and thin, or built petite and fit, I should say. Still light, but seems fine. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not underweight. I have been underweight before, to be clear. When I was a teenager, we didn't know that I was gluten sensitive yet, so I literally couldn't gain weight, and I was like same height, but like 90. I was like 94 pounds for like almost all of high school. That was underweight. That's because gluten was messing me up. When I got off gluten, I immediately gained like 20 pounds in the course of like 2 months and looked fine. And I was about 115. Actually, yeah, no, I've been 115 before. I was 18, so a decade ago, and yeah, I looked fine. I felt way better too. Thanks, man. Happy to be here. I'm glad you're happy to be here, Lonely. Hope you have a good time. Alone here, never made the 6. England doing few as well. If you was that light and like 6 foot, that would be worse. That would be worrisome. Yeah. However, that's over half a foot taller than I am at 6 feet. Like, I actually have quite a few friends in real life that refer to my family as something along the lines of hobbits because we're all short. I'm actually one of the tallest people in my family. Yes. Alright, that's all the light shadow, I believe. Time for the heavy shadow. So, for new people that have not watched me paint over a dozen white scars as all intercessors, this is a 2-1-1 mix. It is 2 parts Apothecary White contrast, 1 part Black Templar contrast, and 1 part Lamian Medium that I threw into a dropper bottle because screw mixing that every time I had to shade some white. Comes out pretty nice, actually. So, shake this up to remix it. And on the wet palette. And this is going deep in the recesses, right in the corners. But, yeah, so following the steps in the conversation back. Excited to have my ice cream treat, because it's the first time I've had ice cream since, like, February. And I've been craving ice cream for, like, literally months. And you know the best part? I have no clue what paints that are, but I will just type yes. Right. Remember, it's an heavy metal recipe, so they're using Citadel paints. When I went to the store, they were not carrying my, oh, the ad just started. Alright. I guess just, Venom, Samurai, and Gosu and I. You guys are also here. They will have to wait for my ice cream story. How are you guys doing? How are my subs doing? While the ad rolls. How are my good boys? How are the real peeps? How are the legs? The legs of this table. Oh, sub, I'm doing pretty well. Oh, you guys can't still hear me. This ads manager sucks, by the way. Also, I am not putting this shader on very well. It should be a lot tighter to keep smearing. Okay, I guess I'll just continue with the ice cream story, because I guess you guys can still hear me. Or at least some of you can. So I go to the store, and, oh, you know what it is? You may have had that when you came in, Lonely. That might have been the case. Can perfectly. Alright. It just tells me there's an ad playing right now, so I try to play it safe. So I go to the store and I go get my favorite ice cream flavor. Ben & Jerry's non-dairy, is it caramel almond brittle. As usual, air out. Which is a problem I used to have when I ate ice cream like all the time. How dare they? Oh, it's the best one. It's the best Ben Jerry's non-dairy, like by a long shot. I am like, let's try that again. Yeah, so I ended up getting cookie dough, which yes is a little bit of gluten. I can have small amounts. It's the gluten sensitivity. So I'll be having that tonight after the last stream when my work week, my standard work week is completely done. After that, it's just like side projects over the weekend. Okay, says the ad's done. I think everyone can hear me again now. I never know, because this ads manager, it's just bad. Anyway. That's that. What else is going on? I just go about badly outlining the edges of this thing. I will have to go back and clean up a fair bit of this. I don't know why I'm doing such a terrible job. Like, you guys should see me Wednesday. Wednesday I was on fire. So good. Basically no one was here, but my outlining was on point. Alright, that. You'll learn very quickly, Lonely, that I have extremely high standards for myself. And, like, next to no stands for everyone else. Everyone else is great. You guys are awesome. Sorian, I think your progress is great. I think you're doing a great job over there. It took 2 attempts for me to figure out what faction you belong to, but you're doing great. I still have to do the buttons there. To give some perspective, these parts are all finished. This is what that shield will be going on to. And actually, this has a little bit of cleanup work left. I need to wait in the rest of that tilt shield. It's bugging me. Thank you. If you're interested in the full breakdown in a format that's small enough for you to actually follow what's going on, I actually have a, someone can pop a command Discord in there. I have a Discord, and in the uploads channel, there is a 6-minute, 50-second tutorial doing a full breakdown of the white armor recipe that I use. What, like, start to finish. I do a whole leg. I work too much with white personally. I went for some models I painted for my fiance. Oh yeah? What is, so what do you and what does she play? Also, congrats on getting a fiance that plays. Like, gamer goals right there. My ex that I was with on and off for 9 years, she was also an artist, could not get her to look at 40k for more than like 10 seconds at a time. It's a whole thing. Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, that's still pretty cool. But, what do you play, Dinosaur? Let me guess, is it Salamanders? Lizardmen? Like Chaos Space Marines. Very cool. What's subfaction? Also, apparently because everyone else is missing in the chat, I'm starting to... Cool deal. We'll do it to myself. We actually, as of very recently, added faction roles to Discord, so you can get a special role for exactly what you play and get involved in discussions for that specific faction. Yeah, Venom loves this track. Of course, this track shows up and then you come back. I was looking for a Discord command earlier. How dare you? Here I was considering making you a mod. No, I'm joking. I'm just teasing you. You can also bear witness to this giant debate. It's like a former, aka former, and I had last night. Just got off the phone and turned my volume back up, and it's like a new. Fair enough. Hey, for my regulars, hey, Former and I had this huge debate last night in the Discord. He thinks that Space Marines should get in the lore. Space Marines should get phased out, and all their resources be used to make more Tempesta Scions. He thinks that's the better route. Thoughts from the chat? Alright, I'll try and do this side. Can't say much lore. Fair enough. That is a valid response. I'm gonna have to clean up so much of this red. I saw that though. My lore now it's just limited. That baffles me. Like playing for a year or so. I keep forgetting that like most of my regulars are completely new to this hobby. I need some other vets in here. I need some other vets so I can get nuanced validation. Nah, I'm joking. I'm glad we have a bunch of new people to the hobby, regardless of the context. I always want more people in here to share in our addiction to plastic crack. Because addiction loves company. Yeah, I'm only like a month into this. Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair. Here's an easy breakdown of it, though. You take Halo, because most people know Halo pretty decently. You have their Marines, which are, you know, like our guardsmen. And you have their ODSTs, which are Tempesta Scions. And you have Spartans, which are like Space Marines. Does anyone think that Spartans, like, if they were in the numbers of the Space Marines, were a little bit more effective than the ODST? Remember, the Spartan 2s, they only had about 250 of them. And they were still legendary in their effectiveness. Outright absurd. Space Marines are actually tougher and faster and more brutal than Spartans ever were. The Spartans were pretty bonkers. There's some breakdowns I watched a while back on the actual real-life like physics of what a Spartan could do based off of feats they pulled off in the various literary publications that we could get, you know, exact measurements and whatnot. And it is bonkers. Like, the kinetic strength to be able to punch a guy. What did it do to him? The punch, like, so it was something akin to, like, going, like, through his rib cage. And then, like, hit his spine or something like that. Like, it was... No, I didn't penetrate. But, like, shattered his ribs. I forget what it was. It was something nuts, and when you broke down the physics of what it would take to cause the kind of damage involved, it was like he could punch like through a car door without much difficulty. Oh, and that whole fight was Master Chief when he was still a kid. He got some ODSTs started messing with him. And it broke down into a fight, and one of the ODSTs straight up died. One of the others was crippled for life. It's almost like don't mess with the super soldier. I don't know, just slight thought. I mean, you know, leathernecks can be expect. But yeah, basic, my most basic breakdown was that the average Space Marine in lore has a career kill count in the tens of thousands. So a tens of thousands to 1 kill ratio per Space Marine. That, yeah, Scions, no, that's not, no. Scions are good, but I don't think that resource ratio works out in that way. Like, I know some people's responses might be, oh, unless you're a nameless Space Marine that dies in the first 5 minutes. It's like, do you realize that you have to have a kill count in like the hundreds to even become a Space Marine? First off, you have to do a bunch of stuff to even get their attention in the first place, which guaranteed involves killing multiple somethings. They might not be human, they might not be aliens, they might be beasts, but you gotta kill something. You have blood on your hands to even be considered. Then you have to go through the trials, which a lot of them have trials by combat, by actual combat. Then you have to spend time in the scout company, where you are in Space Marine operations, killing stuff. Like, you don't get power armor until you are pretty, you know, you are leg deep in blood. I should mention that part. I actually didn't think of that till now. Just cleaned up that panel, and I gotta fix it again. There's gonna be a lot of cleanup at this point. Alright, that's all the shading. Let's highlight the sides of the white. Who would win? 1 Space Marine, 1 armless and legless Custodes. So a literal Monty Python Black Knight situation for the Custodes. Probably the Space Marine? He's still a headbutt. This is true. The Space Marine's still wearing armor. I've not heard of a Custodes headbutting at full strength through someone's power armor. Also, for the new people here, warning, this is a coffee mug, not a brush rinse cup. This is an example of my own merch. You can get merch on basically tabletop.com/shop or command merch. And there's more stuff coming to that store. Sure. All stuff designed by me. And purchases go, you know, towards supporting me in the stream. you know, after they go through all the other obvious stuff of making this stuff in the first place. You get the, you know how it goes. Economics. Alright, we're moving on to Oryx, wait, which will be our highlight car. Thank you, Venom. One day I will remember to promote you to mod. Good night, Venom. Sleep well. Or tomorrow, I make you a mod. Guess I'm the only European here. No. The alien, I believe, was somewhere in Europe. We have people from all over the place in and out of the stream, actually. We've got some Australians, we got some Europeans, we got some Americans, we've got some Canadians. Oh, Venom's a PN. Really? European Venom? Oh. Oh yeah, I guess if you were doing like the morning to... That would explain why you're still working... Wait... No, who was it? I don't know. I keep losing track of... You know, if we get the Discord Nitro boosted so we can get more emojis, I'm gonna have to add some country or some continent, at least continent tags, so I can keep track of who's who. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought about him. Like, I was very confused. I was like, I really thought he was a Texan. For everyone else's reference, I am a Rhode Islander. You know, where Family Guy supposedly happens. Yeah, Venom is a Texan, and he is actually always peeing. This is a real thing. Peter! Yeah, I don't really have the accent. I never picked it up, even though I was born and raised here. Never actually lived outside Rhode Island. I've lived in various locations within Rhode Island, but I've never actually lived outside of the state. And yeah, I do not have like the classic Rhode Island accent. I have a very like generic East Coast accent. I have definitely got immediately gotten some correct way in the trench, and I hate it. I got some family in Arizona. Love the States. Yeah, Arizona I do hear is very nice. I would like to check it out sometime. I don't want to move there. Fair enough. I can think of some reasons why one would not want to come here if they're not already here. It was funny, a few weeks ago my family was having a yard sale, and we had a guy come in, him and I got to talking, and he lived elsewhere in the state and moved to Rhode Island, and I'm like, oh really? Why? This is one of those states where like only the people that grew up here like live here, and usually even if they try to not live here, they end up back here. But for everyone else, it's like, why would you? Even we're like, why would you want to live here? It's not the greatest for a number of reasons. The weather being one, unless you like Winter Wonderland, kind of sucks a lot of time. Beautiful springs, gorgeous springs. The rest of the year is kind of meh. Summers get hot. They're just like hot spring, basically. They're spring but hot. Autumn's kind of nice, but very wet and dreary. Like it's either idyllic like American fall, or it's wet and dreary. And I mean like really wet and cold and very low light because the cloud cover is so thick. And then it's winter for like 6 months out of the year. Like straight up, like just it like November to like March, sometimes April. It's just winter. Cold, it's wet, it's snowy. Everyone's cranky. It's very meh. Ironically, people usually get the most happy in the winter when it's a blizzard. Just because it's like, oh, it looks like a winter wonderland. Doesn't just feel like one in all like the bad ways. I will catch up with the chat in just a second. I'm just really focusing on not screwing up the trench too much here. Alright. Yeah, I don't blame you. Getting paid to go to university and free tuition is a pretty good reason to stay currently. Sounds like Denmark. Yeah, I know a fair bit of Europe has a lot of the same weather patterns. However, there's plenty of the states that don't. So... Oh, look at that. Man, it's like clockwork now. I hit exactly the halfway mark of the stream. It's 3:30, an hour and a half in, and I gotta pee. So we'll be doing an ad break. We'll take care of that in a second because we're gonna hit an ad break in about 5 minutes anyway. So I'm gonna use up this brush full that I made for no apparent reason because it just said I had to take a leak. I filled up my brush anyway. Cause I'm a fool. And we got double digits people viewing right now. Let's go Fridays. Fridays are nice like that. I was thinking earlier, man, it's a good day. If nothing else, my commands work, so it's a pretty good day. I keep blowing up my brush again. I got into the flow, but I gotta go take a leak. Alright. This right here. We're doing a break. Like 2 minutes. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna come back and deal with that tiny, like, gap nonsense. Alright, popping in that. And I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Not even. So, stay. And 3 of you did not listen. I see the viewer count. Alright. People that are still here. I am back. Can continue. Was I'm able to see. Alright. Where we at? Alright. So, you are a Dane, Dano. That's cool. I don't think we've had a Dane in here. Well, at least not that I'm aware of. That'd be fun to start a country count using the country rolls when I get those. See how many different countries we can get in here. Or a small country, to be fair. True. Rhode Island's a small state, but I've had like 4 Rhode Islanders in there. It's because I know them. Time might be a contributing factor. Yeah, no, it's real. The so this is the afternoon for me. Like it's 3:30 in the afternoon right now. This is usually for like the Americans that watch me while they're at work, or Europeans, and then the night one is for Americans after work and Australians in the morning. It's usually how that breaks down. Time zones do kind of suck though. There's this New Zealander chick that streams that I really like, but I can only very rarely catch her streams because she is like dead middle of the night, even by my standards. It's like, oh cool, I can get like an hour of Lovely right before bed at 2 in the morning. Ah. Oh. So I know I'm gonna go to bed around 2 in the morning. Actually, that happened last night. I was playing, was that last night? Night before. Night before, I was playing Shadow of Mordor, and I was like, alright, time to start getting ready for bed, and I see Lovely comes online. I'm like, ah! Again! Last. She's really cool though. She usually, she does either gaming or she does art stuff, like just traditional art. And she's pretty good at it. She makes really good chibis. I cannot complain. A few days ago I was in her stream basically taking notes for my own traditional art stuff because that's fairly new to me. You know, edging into 2D art to make stuff for merch and for the stream assets. I'm kind of thinking, no, I'm gonna make more mistakes. I have to do the black line cleanup after I do the highlight. Alright. Next up is White Scar, the infamous White Scar. This will be our edge highlight. Oh wait, no, I'm completely wrong. Welcome, buddy747. Thank you for the follow. Also, that alert was super quiet. Was that super quiet for everyone else? Why was that so quiet? Yes? Alright. I'll have to look into those later. Yeah, I'll look at them later. Oh yeah, it's through sound alerts. Other alerts. Volume's all the way up. Maybe it's just maybe it's just that specific file is really quiet. I'll have to find a new one, I guess. Disappointing. That happens sometimes. I didn't even hear, I just saw the message. Yeah, no, it was super quiet. I need my camera feedback up. Here we go, so I can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I never put the wood scar on the thing. I got distracted by the new follower. So yeah, that makes number 74. One more, we'll hit that 3/4 to 100. Yeah, thanks for the follow, buddy. I mean, you're free to lurk. You want to get in chat. I love people in my chat. And there's a Discord with a whole bunch of extra stuff. That's what I forgot. I knew I forgot something. I forgot to upload one of the White Scar group photos to Instagram. Alright. I'll do that between streams. I gotta start using, like Google Calendar or something again. Just so much stuff going on. That was a million. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I didn't pull out the scar because I didn't do the standard highlight on the back here. We'll get there. Same. I'm gonna assume the same about the sound alert. Don't worry, if someone subs, that alert will definitely be audible. Anyone that already knows it, don't ruin the surprise. Shh, I'm trying to bait them with curiosity. Sorry, I was busy spamming the Discord images. Oh, our Discord? Oh, we got a bunch of show and tell to do. Let's go. Alright, yeah, we'll jump into that in just a second. Yeah, Pumpix Minions chat. Yeah. So, I love popping these up in a stream and talking about them and reviewing them and such. Not, like, critically or anything, of course. I might give you like pointers here and there of like where I think the next step in your painting journey might be, but no, it's usually just appreciation. Let me prep these in the window. It's already looking very cool. I've only just glanced at them so far. I am ready to go. Man, what is it with, like, new people to the hobby these days being, like, so much better than new people to the hobby, like, 5-6 years ago? I feel like the skill floor now is so much higher than it used to be. I mean, friggin' Venom over here came in was just immediately a prodigy. No background in anything, just boom. Alright, so... Alright, well, we'll start sorting through the ones we got now. Gotta get... Yep, alright, and haha. This is a Custodes. I like the red armor. Is this a sub-faction Custodes? Because I'm not familiar too much with their sub-factions. The red armor looks really cool. Why have we not seen this before? Red and silver. The blue highlights. This is poppin'. I like this. This makes me want to get Custodes just do some, like, wacky alternate color schemes. This blade is very smooth. I like this. This is good. Just wanted red Custodes. That's it? Amazing. I legitimately love this. This is great. Red and silver Custodes. Let's go. Yeah. Also, I don't know how you did that. Ooh, actually, I don't know how you did that blue metallic there, but that looks pretty good. Sweet. Also, drill your barrels, you heathen. And we have a Chaos Space Marine, and good God. This isn't an official head, is it? Is this someone else's head? I've never seen this head before. Or this crest over here. I keep accidentally clicking. It is official? That's an official head? Wow. From Plague Marines. Oh. Yeah, but yeah, this all looks very cool. That's good stuff. And is this your own what do you call it? Your own warband logo going on here? Amazing. What are they called? The Zenith Guard? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Nice. I approve. Let's move on. Another one. One of the Mark Bearer dudes. This guy's awesome. This is hype. The skill is good enough to appreciate. You know, I mean, I always try to be like really honest here. It's good enough to appreciate the details, but the art direction itself and the style points, dude. The style points. Like, it's good. I keep misclicking because I don't know, my middle finger wants to click. This bone is pretty good. I like the green highlighting effect going on here. Yeah. Yeah, that did. Also, the black gray highlight here. It's a very cool. It's a cool style. It allows you to not have to be super precise, but still have like an impactful style that looks good easily. Good stuff there. And this is a work in progress. Wow. This is not something I'm familiar with. I'm assuming Age of Sigmar, but it looks really, really friggin' cool. Yeah, friggin' newbies, man, that just come in looking great and they hum out. Yeah, that makes sense. Newbies, man, just come in looking amazing and it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Wow, there's a bunch more pictures. Good God. My boy. Alright, let's pop some of these here. Oh, wow. Dude, this guy's a mad lad. He just don't stop painting. If he's like, quote, new to the hobby, but he's managed all this. Man, you guys in the community just one-upping me. Just like, output while still looking cool. Like, I'll be paying one mini for like 4 days over here. Take me 2 months to finish a squad. You guys are pumping this out. You guys, the rest of you don't even know. When I get these on screen, like, what even? Alright. Okay, so I got so many tabs open. I normally have a lot of tabs open, but even this is much even for me. Alright, let's get, look at this. He's got a Space Marine, he's got a Blade Guard. And it looked good. Another custom chapter, it looks like. I like it. Gonna want the name for that. The snow in his armor is good. I like the effect of like he's slushing through and it's partially melted. That is solid attention to detail right there. Do I have a name for him? Try to make the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse diorama. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this is again. This is, see, I can't wait for you to get a few years under your belt so you can what do you call it? Like really refine your like brushwork, because you already have the art direction. Already figured the art direction out. It is solid. I can't wait. Went out for my fiance. Cool, man. Then this, which like The Fireburst Sunset vibe going on here. I love it. I really can't tell if I like the slightly better blended version over here or the splatter version over here better. Both kind of work. I kind of like it. And this guy. Yeah, it's just good. I just love it. That's a nice purple. Yeah, you actually got the metal contrasting going on there. Yeah, this is sweet. All about this. Okay, so you got this mark here. I saw this on a few of these Chaos Space Marines. Who are these guys? They look roughly the same. Ingalls High Deerwing, but fair enough. Yeah, good color pop. I agree. Love the stones in that model personally. Oh yeah, his whole base diorama thing is. It's my main army, the Blood Brothers. Okay, I like it. It's a cool mark. It reminds me of like Destiny, like it's something from the Hive. Yeah, again, it's one of those things where like with refinement on brushwork, this will look amazing. You already got the metal highlighting down pretty good there. The lens, that's nice. Got another one with a chain gun. Look at the decapitated Tyranid. Let's go. Dude, real quick. I'm with you on this. I'm with you. This is an older model of mine, but yeah, also got them, you know, Tyranid heads. Well, Gene Stealer. Yeah. Like them corpses on my stuff. I mean, I'll show off some of my more crazy stuff in a minute. Seeing that you need to see some of the newer works. Let's go back to your stuff. Yeah, we'll just do a bunch of show and tell. Like, it's fine. Yeah, again, for some reason, like the way your style is, this patchiness of this highlight doesn't look bad. It's just like stylish in a way, like it's a style. Moving on. Ooh, the plasma. Nice work on the plasma. This is some high plasma right here. I don't know if it would have this much glow down here, but overall, this is good. If this is not magnetized, I'd recommend going back, putting just a little bit of glow over here, because it is shining like right on his face, and this is all metal, so that would reflect pretty hard. Besides that, this is really good. I don't know if it would reflect way over here either, to be honest, but you know, it still looks great at a glance. Green hair is really cool. This rock is very well done. That stands out to me. The metal is, this silver metal is very smooth. Got some demons. Cape's cool. Got the bone down without messing with the cape. Rocks look very nice. Darker brass is very cool. Blood looks good. This sword was pretty well done. I can't decide if the dullness of the black seems appropriate or if it should be a little bit harsher contrast, but overarching, it is good. It's good. Got the claws, good detail, eye for detail there. Its flesh is pretty well done. It could be smoother, but like in staying with your general aesthetic, it works very well. Nice. You got the little and that could be anyone's helmet. But yeah, it's good. This guy's smooth. The transition's pretty good. I like it. I'm not saying as much now because a lot of them are repeating, you know, techniques, so I don't want to myself a bunch. So I'm more just noting out the stuff that stands out to me. I like the wraps here. That's good. The blood splatter is done pretty well. And S1. What we got? Oh yeah, another one. Zenith Guard. This face. I like this face. I like the transitions about right. And the eye looks good. Another blue plasma done fairly well. I don't think up here would be glowing, to be honest, but overarching, I like it. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, you're doing awesome. This is great. Yeah, that was good. I appreciate that. I'm gonna close some of these tabs, because, geez, that's a lot even for me. Alright, Alright. Yeah, your stuff's great, man. So my personal stuff, some of my favorites are, like the, Fort Squad Intercessors. I've been lately, like, tribalizing my Raven Guard quite a bit. This is the Sergeant. Some of the more notable guys. The whole squad of 10 has, all of them have custom editions to add that, the tribal flavor to them. And quite recently, I finished this monstrosity. I have to zoom way out for it. Most recently completed personal work. This is a Relic Sikaran Venator, the Sikaran Tank Destroyer. And as you can probably guess, I added quite a bit of extra doodads. You can find close-up pictures of this both on my Instagram and in the Discord, and the finished models just gotta scroll up a bit. Like the Bone Blade, yeah, I love that piece. I've used that in a few different things. Highlights, one being the trophy standard here with the Word Bearer's helmet. Iron Warriors and Necron in particular. Here's the funny thing, Alpha Legion. These are all picked out. These are all picked out specifically and painted as such because these are all actual like armies and color schemes and factions used by my local players. Oh yeah, you like the light glows? I had a lot of fun doing it. Really getting into my airbrush work on that one. And actually, I've really been digging the pink G-Glow because it's an exotic cannon. Like it's not that is a heavy neutron laser. It's not like it's not a kind of standard weapon used by like anyone. It's its own thing. Well, you see it a couple other times, but they're all like, giant Forge World Space Marine vehicles. Yeah, actually, I just finished taking a bunch of update pictures of most of my painted Raven Guard. So they'll be up in a few different places pretty soon. Yeah, I zoom. Okay. That was one zoom. I normally paint a 3 zoom. So yeah, you'll be able to sort through all that in time. Actually, the easiest way to sort through the stuff that I have pictures of is either my Instagram or the portfolio page on my website. You can easily get to either using either the command Insta or command portfolio. The portfolio will be immediately updated with all the new pics as soon as they're ready. Which in combination with the White Scars ones is, yeah, like 300 pics. Or thyself. The portfolio page is actually very fun because it does this, like, randomized, what do you call it? Here, it's easier if I just show it. show up. Yeah, this is my portfolio page. There's this cool like collage thing to it that sometimes comes out working very well, like here and stuff. So all these Raven Guard ones will be updated with white background ones where you can see details better. The only one staying black will be the Necrons because I don't actually have the minis anymore. But yeah, this page is about to become a lot longer. Yeah, you just click on any of them, get the full pick, and cycle through. Sorry, sometimes when I'm really tired, I just sit and like stare at that. I forgot. You know, just tabbing over to stuff, like not really thinking, just an autopilot. Like, maybe you guys shouldn't see my my personal inbox. See all my Dr. Squatch newsletter emails about their soap that I haven't gotten in like 6 months. It's really good soap. I just haven't been able to afford artisan soap. Yeah, thanks, man. I think that's when you know you're doing a good job is when you can just sit there and stare at your own mates for like a good while, just appreciating your. I think that means you're going in the right direction with your paint. Because at the end of the day, it needs to be you that enjoys it the most. For some of you that have been here longer, no, it does not conflict with my other thought, which is you should always be pushing to be a better artist. You can have both things simultaneously. You can say, this was really good, and also I want to do bigger, better, and the only thing I'm not good at is non-edge highlighting. Yeah, that does take some acquired motor control and a few techniques of brushwork. Like if you notice, I always have. Now you can't always see it because of the framing, but I always have my hands touching each other somehow, and it's to provide stability and a platform effectively. And then I actually paint with my fingers, not my wrists. I'm also using a size 0 for, sable brush. So I have It's a very fine tip. I'm gonna try to get better non-attack melons for my custodian soon. Yeah, definitely go for it. Non-attack melons is one of the things I've only just recently started getting something of a hang on. But it does add a lot to anything. Oh yeah, I gotta do same thing here. Yeah, I do the same, just never know where to place them and when I do and how much is enough. If you struggle with knowing how much you want to apply, just always start with less, because it's easier to add than take away. Especially when you're highlighting over something that has multiple things going on the thing you're highlighting. So cleaning up would be a massive pain. There's several things like that here that I'm gonna have to go back and clean up, and there are multiple steps to like clean them up. Like the red is 3 steps. Like 3 different things are going on in the red that I have to replace all 3 steps when I clean up the white I put on. So you want to try to minimize that. So less is more. Oh, that's a problem. There. My brass just off. Okay. It's that too, I suppose. But now we get to the white highlighting. Okay, yeah, it's gone. Oh yeah, it's actually, I just remembered, it's a double treat day for me. So it's not just the ice cream, but, it's my dad's birthday. So my mom's taking him out to dinner. And it happens to be my youngest sister's night that she would normally cook dinner and handle the day's dishes, because we do on a tuition. She probably invested some sable brushes. I would say yes, absolutely. It's a Monument Hobbies Pro Sable. This is my second set of them. I've been using them for 2 years. They're amazing. Yeah. Congrats to my dad. I still gotta tell him happy birthday. We just haven't really crossed paths yet today, even though we both work from home. We're just both like kind of workaholics and just never stop with our own projects in our own spaces. Just, yeah. We're both that kind, that type. Just, we are most productive when we are left the hell alone. Anyway. So, my younger sister, I wake up to this text thread with already like 20 texts between my two sisters and apparently me. And they're talking about getting, the younger sister wants to get some kind of Korean takeout, which we don't really get takeout of any kind, hardly at all. But I guess she's feeling it, and it's payday, so whatever. So I'm getting some Korean tonight. So cool. That'll be technically for my lunch, because I'm on a very late schedule. I wake up usually between 9 and 10. Their dinner at 6 is my lunch, and my dinner is usually around 11 p.m. Get some happy birthday on his break or something. Should be happy here. Well, here's the thing. He's semi-retired and is always doing some kind of like project or researching or learning like I am. Like, he doesn't like... We don't do breaks. We do the thing we're focused on until we can't anymore or someone interrupts us. So it's kind of like we just happen to cross paths in the kitchen is usually how like any conversation between us starts. Like, you know, I woke up today, worked out, shower, made breakfast, ate breakfast, took care of some ancillary work with the photo shoot, and then set up for the stream. From what I've heard, he's been mostly either on phone calls with some kind of debate thing. I don't know. He's really deep in the theology, like on the more academic level, as much as actually drinking the Kool-Aid. As well as I'd assume researching Forex stuff after I got us a new lead on some Forex opportunities. Him and I also both trade notes on investment stuff a lot. He's been learning Forex for a number of years now, trying to do it normal trading, but now I've jumped in now that he found out how to get bots, auto trading bots. You set them with parameters, or you could get other people's parameters, and they just trade away. And banging. And he sent me this new bot and some systems. Well, we both had the bot. We both got the bot like somewhat recently. He found this guy with some systems that looked pretty good. He hadn't set them up yet, but he sent them to me, and I took a look. I'm like, yeah, this looks pretty good. I'll make a test account and see how it goes. His back's been messing with him, so he still hasn't set it up, but after 3.5 days, I'm happy to say this bot has had, no joke, 100% success rate on trades. They're all very small, but there's a decent number of them per day. It's a $500 test account, which means that it trades on the market, simulation trades, the real market, but fake money, fake trades. And every couple hours, I get a 50 cents profit trade. It's between 50 and 65 cent trade. I'm like, okay, it's got the reliability. This is good. And initially I was thinking, all right, I guess I'll set up a $500 live account because that's how much I can afford to at the moment, and I'll just let that go and I'll make it'll grow $100 a month for a little while. And then it hit me. Here's where we start cooking with gas. Back in April, he was telling me about this company that had a very simple assessment program and very simple parameters for if you can show you will be profitable, you can buy in to be given refunded accounts. And not small ones either. Like, their smallest one is like a 250 buy-in for a $25,000 account. And you keep 75% of the profits on that. And I'm like, oh, this is starting to come together. I remembered that, and I did some research, and they would technically allow this if I can ensure that the technical parameters of the trading is within their stipulations. So that's gonna be my big project this weekend, is doing that studying to do the comparisons and set up the bot for next week to, as close as I can get, trade within their stipulations and see if it continues with this kind of success rate. Run it for a whole week, still comes out anywhere near this profitable and not breaking any of their stipulations, then I'm gonna move forward and try to get myself an account and start making real money with this, and then, you know, I'm pretty set pretty quickly. Because after that, it's like infinitely scalable. You can get larger accounts of theirs, up to $1 million account. I think you can get up to, I think they have it capped at like 2 million of their own money. Yeah, thanks. It'd be a giant break for me, as while I've always managed to somehow keep my head above water, being self-employed for the last 6 years in nearly a dozen different businesses of my own or someone close to me is making. I've never been comfortable, put it that way. Money-wise, I've never made a lot of money. I know a lot about what to do with money. I've done lots of research on how to manage money. Just have a hard time getting started, you know what I mean? And I already have plans on where I grow it from there. Like, I'm not going to stick with Forex. My real game is actually going into real estate investment, multifamily rentals. Just getting into that with no money and no experience is... oh, it's hell. I've tried. It's not great. So that's honestly probably the thing that's got me most excited right now, because that has far-reaching ramifications if I pull it off. I actually have to work on stemming my excitement somewhat, because I always have multiple schemes like this going at any given time, and obviously the vast majority of them don't go anywhere. Not for lack of trying. I just fail. I just simply don't succeed. That's fine. As long as I'm alive, I just move on to the next scheme. It's getting very close to finish. Looking very good, I think. Same bit of edge highlighting in the back, and then highlighting the metal, and some cleanup, and then the low glow bits on those beads in the back, and this will finally be done. It's taken me 3 streams to do the shield. I'm just grateful I never messed up the bone. Bone would have been such absolute pain to fix. Is the bone, fixing the bone means redoing the bone, which means messing up a bunch of the red and silver. Like, it's a guarantee. It will be messed up. Nightmare. I just finished my Bayard's Revenge as well. Nice! Really cool display model. I don't remember if it's sized to where you could actually use that on the table or not. building it as a Chaos Lord. Oh, that sounds cool. You know, depending on how I have to take a good hard look at the mob. I did just have an idea of converting that guy to be a Raven Guard Lieutenant in Reaver armor, which is the one type of lieutenant I'm missing right now. Technically, I don't have a firstborn lieutenant, but I have so many bits that I could just make one if I want to. I easily have all the firstborn power armor bits to make something. I mean, firstborn lieutenant is just a tactical marine with whatever weapons you want to give him. There's my very quiet alert. Thanks for the follow. I just realized you hadn't followed this whole time.
Water.
75.
Water. Water. Water.
You're slow. It's fair. I can't complain. You see how quick I paint? Not too quick myself. Like mentally. Well, where was I? Here-ish. So I've had 3 cores to 100. We're almost to triple digits. Let's go. I approve. Suppose I should start thinking about something special to do for 100 followers, huh? What should I do? I don't really do stuff like that very often. Like, actually, I don't think I've ever done that. I have 1,500 followers on my Instagram account. I never did anything to celebrate, like, major thresholds. Now I kind of feel like I should, because there's a lot more active back and forth between you guys and me. You know what I mean? I have to paint them all in chat shows and colors. Oh, I mean, yeah, we could do that. It'll all be speed paint techniques though, so it's just like one maybe 2 streams. 1 maybe 2 streams I do the whole model. You guys pick the color scheme. And yeah, I'll make that tack marine. Real basic. $100 streams. What do you think this is? 8 streams a week. That's like it's 3 months. Also, I don't even know if I could paint anything for. Let's see. Yeah, that's 300 hours of painting. Communism. Okay. Something of that scale is gonna have to be way bigger than followers, because I'm gonna need like a lot of people to be subbing to pay me for that much nonsense. So I can continue eating during it. Because, yeah, as effectively communism, where I am working but starving. I need just a little bit more white scar because my Flow Improver just decided to break the dam and flow right into the lava paint. So that's not really usable for it. Oh, I frame. Do have to go now, though. It was fun being around. Hope to see more streams. Awesome. I hope to see you around, too. Glad to have you part of everything. Oh, yeah. Did you get your roles on Discord? I don't remember checking. Get your faction roles. Don't have your roles. Get some roles, my man. Roles channel. Just hit the emotes. Yeah. Nice. Oh, and if you want it, there's also the custom, like, for the channel role at the top for new painter if you want people to actively give you painting advice, like, all the time. That's completely up to you. I don't have any standards on that. It's just a thing for if people want to be actively given advice whenever people feel appropriate. Usually me. It's usually me being like, use some null oil. Plebeian. I will probably get more custom roles as we continue. I just haven't thought of any yet. But yeah, glad to have you as part of the community. Part of the peoples. And I look forward to seeing more of your stuff as we go forward. Otherwise, have a good night. Yeah. Oh, I will. Eating well tonight. Excite. I definitely have. So I think it's one part that it pop out very well, but and I'm gonna pop some white scar on these beads to brighten them up. I knew this track was coming next. I feel it in the water. Smell it in the air. There's a taste in the water. There's a taste in the water. Smell in the air, feel it in the air. still gotta watch Rings of Power. I don't know why I keep hesitating. Alright. That's the White Scar. Let's highlight this brass real quick. Which, oh, I got null oil brass actually. I null. Started Rings of Power last night. Yeah, my mother is a fanatical Lord of the Rings fan, so she's already seen the entire series. Like, she was watching it as it came out. She seems to like it. So that bodes well, I think, considering I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it. It's funny though, because she's like a fanatic Lord of the Rings fan, but only in regards to like the movies. Like she, to my knowledge, does not have a super wide grasp of like the Silmarillion, which granted I've not read myself, but I've listened to a lot of like or synopsis and or deep dives. Don't worry if anyone cares about fantasy anything. Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. My mother is a huge sucker for Lord of the Rings. Next to nothing else fantasy or sci-fi. Doesn't care for Star Wars. Doesn't. Like, I guess a few particular young adult novel series, like, Aragon's just good in general. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. But, like, besides that, like, she doesn't care about Dune. Doesn't care about, like, Mortal Engines. I'll wait for the season to end so I can binge it. Yeah, that's fair. I think it's just lately I've been so busy with work, too, the last, like, 3 weeks. It's like, yeah, the work crunch has stopped, but I still have, like, a bunch of my own projects. Part of them are expanding the stream. I've not really had a lot of free time myself, or time painting where I'm just listening to whatever I want instead of streaming. Like, almost all my painting for the last 3 weeks has been on stream. Been a little bit of modeling for those Raven Guard infiltrators, like, that's about it. So, yeah. Hi. I could. You know, I need a brass highlight color. Basically, all my brass is brass, non-oil brass again, like Rune Lord brass. Oh, I still like definitely trying. Should wait on. I guess I can clean up a bit more of the white that didn't get super clean. Still like paintable, kinda. So yeah, we're getting some new peeps. I'm excited. Growth is good. Also, I can tell I'm growing from the fact that I see that we have 3 people in here right now, and I'm like, only 3 people? Jeez. Should be like 6. Yo, Venom, do me a favor. Go hunt down 3 people and drag them back here. We'll force them to watch the shield get finished up. Use chains if you have to. Bonus points if you can get them to sink some kind of like dirge. On it, about to go threaten some folks. Here's the thing, if you can get above 5 people in here, then we'll raid. That's kind of my new threshold now. It's either I get raided that day and then I'll raid regardless. But besides that, I kind of want like at least 5 people to raid someone. Just to have like courteousness kind of deal. Because unless it's someone I know that's on, we're probably raiding a stranger, and like first time coming in with only a couple people just kind of feels like they're just trying to market themselves to the couple people that guy has. Yeah, I've talked about before. So this whole thing. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. Tell me by now, I don't do half measures. Oh man, there's this amazing D&D meme I saw on Facebook where it was apparently you want the best results out of your DoorDash drivers, you have to threaten them. And I wonder if I can find the actual thing. I should have posted in the Discord. No reason I didn't. Just didn't think of it. I wonder if I can find it again. Tiamat's Tavern on Facebook. They have some amazing memes. Oh, I haven't even read this. I have to save this. It's about clerics. Why I'm not healing you, the cleric edition. Read that in a minute, or read that later. There's another cleric meme. Alright, all the cleric memes. No, I want the meme about the DoorDash thing. Cause man, that was fire. This is what I get for not saving the meme, posting it somewhere else. Cause I can never find it again. It's so annoying. Yeah, no, it's lost to the ether. It's gone. Basically, they like threatened them like kind of fantasy style, and the guy responded in the same like tone. And it was great. It was this whole back and forth. It just went straight to like medieval fantasy speak. It was amazing. Especially because like you could tell from the way the entire text window was that was a real thing that happened. Like, that was an actual door driver. So good. Oh no. Oh boy. Anyway, I gotta stop. I'm gonna stuck in the. Just because you saw a meme that hits me personally. So my first job was working at TJ Maxx and Home Goods. And for most of the time I worked there, I was working in the furniture department. I worked there for 4 years. Part of the furniture department is rugs. You got giant rugs hanging on this huge like crane system thing. And we had smaller rugs that were just half rolled, stacked on shelves, right? There's a meme showing some rugs making a perfect face on the end with the question, a warm and fuzzy mimic. Like, man, that just hits me right at home. That hits me personally. How dare you? Yeah, I'm not even reading the memes, but just scrolling, man. Alright, back to camera. Back to painting. Thank you, lurkers, for putting up with my randomness and distractibility as I get tired at the end of streams. Venom, you don't count because you're stuck here. So what I'm doing now, for anyone interested, I am just softening some of these shadows and pushing them a little further closer to the object. The cross. Fortunately, white is always a multi-endeavor, so not erasing any shadows unless I put a lot of layers onto it. Well, if that was the appropriate volume, that would work. Yeah, why are all my... It's gotta be something with sound alerts. Sound alerts has gotta be real quiet for some reason. That should have been so much louder. But thank you for the bits. I appreciate the, like, 2 cents you just gave me. 2.5 cents, I think. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know why it's... I'm gonna settings. Browse source volume maxed out. Yeah, it's unless it's... Wait a second. We're halfway now to that full gumball. I know, right? Here we go. Control audio by OBS. Okay, where's that? Sound alerts. Now it's really loud. All right, play one of the free ones for me, Venom, real quick. I want to test this out. I don't have it at max. I have it at like -7 decibels, so it shouldn't blow our ears out. I don't think I played it at all. What? Try it again? I think I got any audio out of that. Why did that not work? Hold on, let me try to do one of them. Why? Okay, for some reason I can't play it on my own stream. Oh yeah, that is a setting somewhere in there, isn't it? Hold on, I will fix that. Should cool down. Actually, it only says 10 seconds. Oh, free to wristband by saying free sounds can only be played once a minute.
It was at this moment that he knew.
I can't control that one. That's the thing they've just got in there. Well then, apparently I can't even do free ones right now. Yeah, no sound coming out at all. Huh. Alright. So I guess the control audio via OBS just flat out doesn't work. I'll have to play with that later. I'll like look up some videos on it. Heard that one loud and clear on my end. Okay, so it's on your end it's working. It's just not on my end, which kind of sucks. It's part of the whole point. Okay. Advanced audio properties. Can I get it to... Yeah, I guess for now, I'll have to look into it. I guess for now it works on your end, it just doesn't work on mine. I hear nothing. Weird. Like, alright, can I see it? No, I still can't. I have to, like, it won't allow me to grant permission myself. It's the weirdest thing. So if I go over to here. Yeah, it's so quiet from a browser. Fades into the music. But if you guys do it, you guys can hear it just fine. I just can't hear it. Huh. Weird. Alright. Well, play it later, I guess. What we got left in this thing? Looking fairly good. There's a bunch of red I gotta fix, and a bunch of trench re-blacking. I guess it's the majority of it. Yeah, there's a little bit of softening over here I could do. I think we might actually be looking at this not being done in the stream. Mostly because I was goofing around. So I guess I'd like to apologize to everyone for the false stream title. It was a lie. We may not actually finish this on this stream. It seems crazy, but may be the case. Where's my black temple? As now I have to clean up all the sides because I decided to shove Korak's weight into a bunch of the trench and smear it all over the reds. Which are like 3 steps to clean up. So woo. I am a Hmong. It's also gonna mess up the highlights a bunch. Jeez, I gotta... Red is fine, I gotta redo. The white's kind of... How do we do this? I suppose if I drain way more out of the brush so it doesn't flow so... Really? Highlight this over here. Dude, who was it that was like, spent 5 hours on the model? Spent 9 hours on the shield. I'm still not done. Give me a 10-hour shield right here. Alright, I drained a lot of the excess liquid from this Black Templar, so this should go a lot cleaner. I was like super out of frame. Actually, do I still hear the points alerts? That's a good question.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
Oh, I see it's playing on sound alerts thing, but I don't hear it. Wow. So it got super quiet all of a sudden.
Nice fucking model!
Yeah, no, I don't hear it at all. I see that it's playing. So if I hit control audio by OBS, I can make it loud enough to be relevant, but I can't hear it anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna have to search that. R. Alright, so I only have a little bit of re-cleanup on the here, and then it's mostly red cleanup. Orange cleanup was pretty nice. Dude, you wanna know a painting challenge I might do sometime? Paint with only inks. Like, you can only paint stuff like black and white, and then inks for color. Like the ultimate Zenithal highlight challenge. Get a good looking mini using only inks. Actually, it'd be like black, whites, and grays, I'd say. Like monochromatics, and then inks. I bet I can make something pretty. Alright, let's fix this red now. See if we can't wrap this up real quick. Need corn red for the base. I remember way back, I don't remember who sent me this, but someone was trying to challenge me to paint something realistically, like a reasonable paint job. With only like 3 paints. I can choose 3 paints. Not including primer. I can blend however I want. But, I mean, technically I could only do the primers. Actually, maybe it wasn't blend. I don't remember how that challenge went. It was like interesting. Get this thing off the screen so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, got more of those people. I'm in for 30 seconds while I'm concentrating on something and then jump immediately. You know, I'm wondering. I saw this the other day and it amused me. I wonder if some of the people see my hair, join because they think I'm a chick, and hear me talk and realize I'm not. That's why some of them leave so quick. Because, like, the preview thing doesn't give you audio. You have to actually, like, jump into the stream to hear the audio. No, the other way around. They think I'm a chick, so they jump in thinking, oh yeah, I'll hang out with a chick that does Warhammer. Amazing. And they're like, oh no, it's a dude. Never mind. Like, funny I didn't think of this before because, like, that actually happens to me surprisingly often. Between, like, my frame, which we talked about earlier, how I'm, like, a really small dude, and I like having long hair. Man, sometimes in clubs, it's a little weird. Well, for a normal person, it's weird. For me, it gets hilarious. Like, I've been at a club, and, like, there's, like, a main, like, stage area, so, like, we're all more or less facing in one direction. And, yeah, what was I wearing? I might have been wearing spandex pants. That might have been happening. At the time, I was wearing my hair up in a ponytail a lot because I did a lot of manual labor at the time. So, like, just out of, like, habit, I got this, like, ponytail going. You know, low source ponytail, you know, it's, like, down the back. Like, old colonial style, if you will. And, I mean, I'm sure some of you have already guessed what happened in that. We're all facing in one direction. Some guy straight up grabs my ass. So of course I turn around. And because I've gotten used to this, now I give some kind of face that makes it look like I might be interested. Like, oh hey. Dude, their faces. Every time something, the equivalent of that exchange happens, it's absolutely hilarious. Especially when I got, like, a full beard going on. It's also like just a little bit of revenge for like either like you're one of two guys. You're either the guy that can pull that off, in which case, like, good on you, I guess, or you're that creep where it's like, why are you just randomly grabbing girls' asses? Especially funny because one time it was clear that he was now concerned I might just punch him in the face because, oh hey, it's a dude. Even though it's a small dude, that punch is gonna hurt. I usually push the envelope and start like low-key flirting with him to see how uncomfortable I get him. It's additionally hilarious. Dude, I can never seem to get enough red paint on some of these corners. Just be covered in paint and stay covered in paint. Yeah. Alright. So we got a little bit of red highlighting to do, and then some inking, and the glow. I'm gonna try to just finish this up before we end. Some Wild Rider red. I really want this shield done. I just want to move on to the sword, even though I'm a little anxious about the sword because I don't know if my technique's gonna work and it might take a long time, but like, I want to try something. Oh man. So close. Almost there. Alright. Some red ink on those bits. Need fixing. Okay. Notice that there's still this like pinkish hue on the guy's wrist that keeps standing out to me. I think it needs a few coats of the white over it. It's bugging the crap out of me. I know, I was just saying we're so close to done. Oh yeah, I still never did the brass highlight. I stopped because they're still drying. Definitely dry now. Okay. That's not highlighted. Okay, now it's just the green glow stuff. I'm thinking the Vallejo game color is the way to go. I should use a larger brush and make it more of a dollop situation. Or a drop. Actually, wait, don't I have drop thing? Hold on. I think it's time. I think it's time to use this. I think this will work. It's dropper things. I'm not trying to. I think I got them for Christmas last year. Still have never. I gotta put like a couple drops in top of it. Oh, now we're in completely uncharted territory. I'll put like a single drop in. Okay. Paint's in. I think it might have to be attached to the bottle so that I can apply air pressure. And some wacky stuff here. Just bear with me. This might be cool. Yeah. Probably should put more in a needle, but it's okay. Alright. So I got a little bit of paint in here, a little bit of green stuff, and very thin thing, and I'm... Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that just went everywhere. This air. Okay. Alright, it just kind of goes wherever it wants. Abort! Abort! I just screwed myself. That's what happens sometimes when you experiment, kids. Sometimes it goes nuts. Doesn't mean you stop experimenting. Fortunately, you also learn over time ways of quickly solving problems like that, so it doesn't set you back too much. I would have to put some flow improvement there so it didn't just grab onto. That was the problem. I wanted to grab onto every. Okay. I fixed that. Let's should I put just the tiniest bit of flow improver in there. Put one more drop of paint and yeah, I believe it did go in. Did go in, I can confirm. Stirring that up a little bit, so it has the foam improver, which removes surface tension, keeps it broken, Or there's something else I can test on. It's way thinner, and it's not grabbing onto stuff nearly as much, so... Let's see. Oh. Nope. Oh, it's still, okay, this isn't gonna work for this. I'm just gonna have to do it manually. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, I shouldn't be using this brush, I should be using the other. I should actually just use larger brushes, suck up even more stuff. For reference, when I do the cleanup thing real quick, what I do, wiping off all the silver off the wires. So much abrasion. So I quickly add a bunch of water where the spill is, so it can't dry. And I suck up that water with the brush. Constantly dabbing it off, rinsing it. Fortunately, some things are going very thin, like the silver on the wires. Now you can't see any of this because I'm keeping it where I can quickly move the brush where I need to. As basically entirely rubbed off. So that whole dropper idea, not work. I'll do it with a brush. After I fix the silver wires. Yeah. I was using shining silver. Get that out of the way. Okay. As usual with Army Painter Metallics, it takes a couple coats, but then super smooth and vibrant, I find. I'm also wondering, based on how dark that has become in the shadow, now I don't know if that's because I think it's supposed to be the shadow I put there, actually. Yeah, never mind. I think it's probably fine. So I do want the affected area to be a bit bigger. Yeah, I don't think that. Okay, grabbing my size 2 sable. Yeah, the buy is too big. It's just sucking it up. It's like a small size. Thought this part would be quick and easy. Yeah. As usual, size 0 brush is the best brush for everything. Nice cow. Just is. Alright, there we go. Pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna give those a second to dry. Like, clean up this nonsense with the bottles and the droppers and whatever. think there could be really cool use for this. Just not. I haven't figured out what that use is yet. Clean that little needle bit with some alcohol here. It's getting the majority of it out. Let's get this shield on, because I really have to pee. It's 5:30. My dinner will be here soon, I think, for my lunch, whatever. Let's go. That's just right. Oh, I didn't notice this. Hold on. Oh, it's about the arm. I forgot to shade some of the shadows. So I'm gonna do that. On the inside of that arm specifically. Gosh. Okay. Done. Amazing. So good. Honestly. Super love it. Alright. We did it. We finished it, dagnabbit. Next stream, the sword. Which is in 2.5 hours. Hopefully I'll see you then. I'm out. Let's go. Get out of here.